And enough signatories.
Correct.
All right, well.
Let's get going.
So we'll get going, if Dale shows up. He shows up. All right, meeting will come to order. This is the Bristol Development Review Board. It's Tuesday, August 26th, 2025. Any changes to the agenda?
Adding the meeting minutes.
Yeah, we'll add the meeting minutes, which are
July 8th.
July 8th. We'll do that at the end. We're gonna do July 22nd. All right, so we don't have any old business. We never do. So new business. First up is permit number 25-403, Jody and Kelly Bartlett, South 116 Road, parcel number 090-266-11-001. It's a request for sketch plan review, 2-lot subdivision, pursuant to section 921. So who's here for the applicant? Come on up. All right. Raise your right hand and let's swear you in. Solemnly swear the evidence you shall give before this development review board shall be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
Thank you. So you're Jody here.
Yes.
So you want to walk us through real and then give us the thumbnail sketch? We've got the documents here.
So this is basically a small lot to put a home for my son on. Eventually he will end up with all this property anyway.
So you're gonna do. Are you,
A
you're
1 acre.
splitting two, you're splitting your one lot into two. You're not, it's not,
Right.
right, okay. So the new lot is gonna be, your existing house is on lot 2.
Yeah.
And you're gonna stay, that's gonna stay with you, and then the lot for your son is gonna be lot 1?
No,
No?
I actually own both sides of the road. My house is on the other side of the road.
Oh, so on lot 2, it says existing house.
Yes, there's
Then that's gonna be that's gonna become a garage?
no, it's a rental.
This says existing,
And then this is a single family home on the property.
and then there's an ADU. How do we have 3 living units on one property?
The existing single family home is not being used, it's being converted and
Larry,
not livable, so
it's
the,
gonna be converted to a garage.
correct.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, okay, the old building. You're
Yeah,
talking-
the old
sorry,
building.
Sorry,
Yeah.
yes,
okay.
yeah, it's unusable for,
So we've got. Lot 1 is 1.25 acres and lot 2 is 1.75 acres. This is a. Plan drawn by Ron LaRose dated June 26, 2025. And so I see a gravel driveway going into lot 2. Nothing for lot 1.
it'll be a shared.
You're gonna
driveway.
do, so you've got an existing
Yeah,
curb cut.
existing driveway there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it good, so it's gonna go up and somehow fork its way over to the
Yeah,
building site?
they'll both be off that same driveway. One to the left, one to the right.
Okay,
It's a pretty good sized driveway. There's a school bus, full-size school bus going in and out of there right now, so.
so you won't need approval from AOT, but so lot 1 is not gonna have its own access.
Right.
Okay, so. 2 lots, it's gonna be minor subdivision, so that means 1 hearing. No more than 1 hearing is necessary. I don't think you ever had a minor that took more than 1 hearing. It could happen, but. So typically when there's a shared driveway, well, you have to have an easement 50-foot right away. For lot 2 over lot 1.
Okay.
You know, doesn't mean the driveway is 50.
Right,
The
right,
easement's gotta,
understand.
right, you gotta have that drawn in on your plan. And the
And I think Kevin has drawn something up.
Kevin LaRose?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
yeah, he's on top of it.
yeah, so that needs to be shown on the plat that you bring us.
Okay,
We need to see the driveway
okay.
and the fork. all that. The reason being, one of the things we do is we have, this is all the Laurels is gonna involve, so
Yeah.
Brett signed, you need the fire chief
Yeah.
to sign off and see if he wants any turnaround.
Yeah.
Hammerhead turnaround, and if he does, he's been doing this a lot.
Right.
And and that needs to be on the sketch as well.
Yeah, and I talked to Kevin about that. He didn't think there'd be a problem, but he told me to go talk to his brother, so.
Yep. Yep, so you've got on site. So there's an existing house on lot 2, right? Nothing on lot 1.
Right.
So you've got on-site septic and a well,
2 septic designs that have been done,
okay. And you're gonna have a well on each,
1 well, shared
you're
well.
gonna share a well, okay,
Yeah. It's a really good well, so.
yep. So you might need wastewater, a portable water supply permit for that shared well with the state, but check on that, we don't deal with that.
He hasn't said anything.
Okay, well, Kevin would know,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, he hasn't said anything about it, but.
you might ask. It's probably, hopefully you don't, but, because if it's a good enough producer, you don't need extra. Sign off from the DEC, but
Yeah, it's 47
that ought to do
gallons a
it,
minute.
that ought to do it.
Yeah, I was surprised.
You could go into businesses, Poland spring water, the Bristol division. Where's those
That was-
swimming pools?
The neighbor across that valley is 480 feet deep.
Yeah,
Mine is 120.
yeah, no, it's
I think
Interesting
yours
how-
was
close.
Yeah, around 120, something like that, yeah. I
It's
think
in
we
that
have a-
sting vein, I believe.
Yeah, pretty similar down from that too. It's good area.
Anybody think of anything, any other questions from the board or issues that they want to see addressed on the plot that gets submitted for the official hearing?
So when you come back, you're gonna have a location for the septic and the well?
Yes, and
And the well is already there. Where is the well?
What's that?
Where is the well on,
I think it's
On
on
lot 2.
Lot 1.
It's on lot 1.
Yeah,
Black dot in the middle of lot 1. The W in a circle, it's really tiny.
This is kind of sketched in something that he's given me.
Right here.
oh, okay, all right, got it.
This would be the old existing house, or the drive comes in this way. The new septic will be here. This is where the new place will be going here.
Hmm.
It's a 1 bedroom, pretty small.
So you're looking at
Well, let's see, I mean, where's the new lot line?
It's not on here.
Okay.
He will be drawing up something official, yeah.
The new house
This
has
is-
to meet setback,
Yeah, it does.
side setback, side yard.
It's in the middle. It's,
Okay,
yeah, it's,
it looks really close to the driveway to me. What's your point? What's this?
this is the place, but the driveway's over here by this house,
Okay,
way over there,
so where's the new place gonna be?
right here, right in this area. This is kind of just a hand sketch.
Yeah, I know.
He's gonna do something official.
Okay, but you gotta. We can't approve. Lot lines that are gonna make an existing building or a building not comply with setbacks.
Okay,
So you gotta figure out a way to do that. You know, if we put a lot line right next to this building, what's the side yard setback here, easy,
25.
huh? An RA1, right?
Where I learned.
I think they will be now.
Unless you did a PUD, that's 25, so you got a RA1. 25, 25. Right, but just to be aware of it. Oh, yes. So RA1 minimum lot size 10,000 square feet, so that's a quarter acre, not quite, and so you got that fine, you're fine on that. 60-foot front yard setbacks, side and rear yard 25 feet, so. That new dividing line, you gotta pay attention to that with the
Right.
houses, make sure you got 25 feet.
Yeah.
So if you need to shift something a little bit,
Plenty of them.
yeah. Any other questions, issues that,
Do you already have power?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be solved then.
And the well's way over here. Water line's gonna go right by it. So it's gonna be an easy.
Seems straightforward,
Mhm.
so you just wanna
I
have
just
that all.
wish it weren't so close to winter.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the good thing is you only need, potentially only need one hearing, so you'll be. Then we'll be ready to go. Anybody from the public, have a question or comment? You listen, okay. All right, so that's what, you need to put those things on the plat that you bring for the hearing.
Yeah, I'm gonna see him in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
He was on the gone for a
Fine.
little while,
Well, that's
so.
what sketch plan is all about, it's for us to come up with, answer, get questions answered, and figure out what we want to see on the plan. That becomes the final plan, if you, touch base with AZ if you're not sure about what you got, what you need on the plan.
Yeah, like I said, I'll catch up with him and I'll bring something to you.
Yeah.
Something he's on.
Yeah, I have all the list of things, and I just wanted to clarify for the easement, you said 50 feet.
Well, yeah, did I say,
Do you want that as 50 feet or the 35-foot
did I say,
residential?
that's it, let's see, where are we? I always have to go double check, if it's a small one, we can do 35, right?
Believe so.
Yeah, let's
35 is usually residential.
Yeah, but I thought, didn't it, because it depended on the size, required frontage. It'll be in there. Page 52. I get. A previous iteration of the bylaws made it depend on the number of lots. Alright. At least 35 feet for permitted uses, 50 feet for conditional, so this is permitted, if you're gonna have single family residences that are accessory dwelling units. Those are all permitted uses in this zone, so 35 feet for the right of way, that doesn't mean the road has to be.
Right,
But the road has to be what, Brett's gonna want you to have the road wide enough so the fire truck and the ambulance can pass each other on the driveway.
About 16 feet.
Something like that, and so talk to Brett about once you have a design for how you want the driveway to be laid out, then you show that to Brett, and he'll tell you whether he wants a particular kind of turnaround, so the hammerhead is what they do now, so, yeah.
So get a letter from Brett would be
Okay.
good.
it's all open past that, so there's no problem with it.
You've got a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
open field.
It's
Yeah.
just whatever the layout is, we want to see
Yeah.
on the plan.
Yep.
And then you build
Yeah.
according to that. So 35 feet, I misspoke, thanks.
No worries.
It's no longer dependent on the number of lots, just whether it's conditional use or permitted use. So. Anyway, any other questions?
No, I'm good.
So
Good,
I won't have to come back to a second meeting?
you will.
I will, okay.
This is just sketch plan. Once you're ready to go, you tell it AZ will get the meeting warned in the paper.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna be doing the building permit and everything right off, so that.
Yeah,
There's time
Yeah.
thing.
wants to do concurrent zoning review for the building permit.
We won't need it. I mean, that's your review, right?
I know, but
Oh, okay.
it's just part of the
Yeah,
process is
that's-
letting y'all know that it's
yeah.
concurrent. So
Yeah, that's fine. AZ handles building permits that are permit by right, single family home in this zone in a. Accessory dwelling unit is permit by right. We have to do the subdivision part of it.
Okay.
All right, so once you have your plan ready to go. Let AZ know she's gotta get, notice has to be put out in paper.
Yeah.
All that, and it takes some time.
Okay.
So the sooner you get it ready to go,
Yeah.
tell AZ and they'll get it scheduled.
yeah, the next available is the 23rd.
That's too close, right? 23rd of September,
Mhm.
that's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
How much lead do you need? For the independent? Close to 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, it's a little tight. I would need things by Friday, which was very tight.
From me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's not a problem.
great. Yeah,
You can,
the end of this week, yeah.
I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
if AZ tells you, they're ready to go, they're ready to go.
Okay,
Then,
All of everything on ready on my end, so once you get things to me, I can just get it sent
yeah,
off.
touch and catch this on Brett.
there's lead time with the apps independent.
Yeah.
So,
Usually it's Monday, but Monday's Labor Day, so they're
Hmm.
up in their up in their submission date.
all right, you're good.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Jody.
Have a good night.
All right. Do the rest of the stuff. Here we go. All right, next up is permit number 25-041, Bradley and Sharon Bushy, Lower Hardscrabble Road, parcel 050-105, requesting conditional use review for development of a non-conforming structure subject to section 353 and 411. Who's here for the Bushies?
Bradley Bushy.
How are you doing?
Good, how you guys doing?
You all right?
Anything else?
You raise your right hand. You solemnly swear that the evidence you shall give before the zoning board of the development review board shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Thank you. So, you wanna walk us through? Project, you've got it, you're putting an addition on,
Right, on the south side of my house, it's
Yeah.
10 by 18, which is. Right now, there's a deck there that's exactly that size. I'm just replacing the deck with a room
okay,
to expand my dining area, hopefully.
and your lot drops off right in the back, right?
It does.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was wondering why you wanted to put it on that side instead of in the back.
No, the back drops off. The south doesn't. The south is
Oh,
flat.
no, I just wondered.
Yeah,
I noticed there was a Brooks there somewhere.
yeah, there's a stream there.
There goes.
And like, plus I have a new design septic I had to put in, and that's. I don't wanna travel over that.
Okay.
I'm not supposed to.
yeah, what is the little tributary of the Otter Creek or something like that, is that?
It's the beginning of
Yeah.
Little Otter or something.
Yeah, well, it
else.
runs behind my house too.
Yeah, it's
And,
close to.
it really drops behind, from Lawton's house, it's.
Yeah,
really
it's
steep
very
right
steep
there.
at Lawton's, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so, Izzy, you wanna walk us through your memo on, I think that'd be. That's. You got it? So this is why it's not conforming, and just because you get that on the record,
Oh, sure.
and why it works.
And why it's not, and because it's a, by right use, why is it not a, well, what do you call it?
Administrative,
No,
a waiver.
waiver.
Yeah, so the reason that this is in the DRB's hands is because section 411 has in subsection A or 1. It states that any non-conforming use of structures shall not be moved, enlarged, altered, extended, reconstructed, or restored unless approved by the Development Review Board. The single-family dwelling on this property does not conform with the front yard setbacks of the district.
Which is 80 feet. and
80 feet.
RA5, so it's an 80-foot front yard
Yeah,
setback, and this house is what, 24, you don't have anywhere near.
Yeah.
that.
No,
24
little-
feet,
yeah.
something like that.
24 feet to the edge of the road, maybe a little bit more to the center line, but
Yeah.
definitely not conforming to the
Yeah.
80-foot. Yeah, but the proposal for the addition is 48 feet and 6 inches to the road center line, which is not an increase in the degree of nonconformance. And while it does not meet setbacks as well, it's not increasing the closeness to the front yard setback.
And it's also an existing small lot.
That's also true. It's a
yeah, it's like 0.65.
Yeah, so, and we're in RA5, and it's a small lot, so. By statute and by regulation, it's entitled to be developed at least for permitted uses. You said, so the addition, you're really just changing the existing footprint to make it all house, rather get rid of a porch and changing that footprint into.
It's the exact same size as the deck.
Yeah, so so another reason why it's not expansion of the nonconformity.
There's gonna be that little bit of roof overhang, but that's to keep in line with the,
But that's in line with the deck.
Yeah.
The-
Yeah.
The extension is, the addition is gonna be in the deck.
Well,
Yep.
The overhang will be to take up the deck,
we have a lot
just to
of,
match the roof lines up, I don't get snow in front.
we have a lot of flexibility under 411. The last paragraph, first paragraph, last sentence says, intent of the section is not to discontinue all nonconformities. It grants the development review board authority to continue nonconforming uses where continuation deems continuation appropriate, meeting these regulations at the public hearing. Well, that's uses, this is structure, so that doesn't help that much, but then the subsequent paragraph that part of what Jay-Z read was subsection 1. So which we basically look at it and see if we think it's making a problem worse, or it's an acceptable alteration or reconstruction or change to the structure. So footprint's not changing. If you include the porch as part of the footprint, if we would.
You said it's how far from the edge of the road?
from the center line, it's 48 feet and 6 inches.
But from the edge of the road,
Uh,
but you said 24 feet?
The-
House.
yeah, so if you,
That's-
up here, this is where the
24.
house meets, like, this is where the house is. And this is would be the addition over here. So the house is only about 24 feet from this side of the road, where the front of the house.
And that's where the edge of the deck is now, so.
No.
No.
It's on
No.
the right- it's on the right
It's up
side.
there.
So this is
That's
the
Yeah.
front of the
That's
house.
just a 48,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
48
this
six.
is the edge of the deck.
Oh,
So we got a little bit of room.
so it's further
It's
in
further up,
than,
right.
than the edge of the
There's,
house.
there's a, it's a double story where the deck is, 2 story.
Mm.
And then on the front, before we moved up, they had put an addition on the front, which is that difference of,
Mm.
10 feet, 9 feet, I don't know. But whatever
I
it is.
did the math, the whole house is 23 by 30.
Yeah,
The main body,
22.
the main body of the house, well, we got 23 on
Yeah.
that, so if we
Right.
roll it 23 and it's 682 square feet, which Casey's memo says, then that means the long side of the house is 30. So no part of the existing house meets the front setback.
No,
Yeah, so it's all, the whole building's inside 80 feet.
Also, I don't think we could really meet the 80 feet and have room.
No, you'd have to be on pylons over the brook.
Beautiful view.
Um,
I think the trout would like it.
well, you could make a little hole and fish
Right.
in your kitchen.
Well, they only get that long, I think a lot of them.
any other questions from the board?
No.
No.
It's straightforward.
Yeah, it's where it's.
Anybody in the gallery here have a question or comment?
Well, I'm Kurt S.P., one of the zoning owners,
Yep.
and the only question I have is. We have a lot that kind of surrounds that property. And if. And I'm here without any documentation, so I'm kind of shooting off. Shooting off the cuff here, when, Kristen Barnard and Mike Jarvis surveyed out our lot. It seems that during the title search. There was some indication that the brook was the property line rather than a straight line. But I don't have any documentation with
You
me.
mean, so the eastern boundary?
Pardon.
You mean the eastern boundary away from the road, the back
Yeah.
boundary?
What would be. And, well, one thing I do wanna say, I have no opposition to Brad and Sharon putting this on. This is probably not a decision may not even be germane to what this meeting is about. But, I just wanted to bring up that.
Okay. Well, usually if a body of water or a stream or river or creek is a boundary, usually the deed says that. but, even if it's an old deed,
Yeah.
not always.
Plus the road changes.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
No, it's, the law- yeah, the law deals with that, so when it's, when the boundary is the brook rather than some meet and bound, it's called accretion or avulsion.
When we bought that, we weren't informed of that.
Well, it's whatever your deed says.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like.
Maybe you should find out.
No?
Yeah,
I mean,
and I had a marker, there's a marker that was there when we moved in, I figured that was it.
Yeah, it goes back eastern,
It's beyond the brook.
yeah, well,
it's easy enough. I mean, you just talk to the site like that.
Yeah, I mean, I could see
well, I mean, it may not have been. It may
that,
not-
talk to town clerk, it cost me another $40.
it may not have been conclusively determined, by the surveyor, maybe it's just an open issue between. So your property's surrounded on three sides.
Yeah.
No.
So I
Two
just.
sides?
It would be on the east, and it would be on the north.
Okay. Yeah. What the boundary lines are is beyond our purview, at least
Sure,
for this thing.
sure.
You have any other questions or comments?
No, but as I say, I have no opposition to it.
Good. Thanks for letting us know. Any other questions, comments from the gallery? Okay. I'll move that we approve the application to build an addition in place of the existing porch as set forth in the application.
Second,
Any further discussion?
Are there any conditions we need to put on it? I'm just asking.
No, I know,
I can't think of it.
Yeah, I can't either. I mean, it's gotta, when I bring it up, I'll say build according to the plans you submitted, you're keeping the same footprint, so. We don't care about, what color paint you've got.
It does.
Yeah. Any other, I can't, does anybody,
No.
can anybody think of any conditions
good.
that we need? I don't think so either. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so 5-0, they're all set, we'll get a decision out. Once I get the minutes.
So,
You'll hear from me.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll hear from me.
All right. Lastly, we have permit number 25-044, Catherine Wilson of Church Street, parcel. Is there a number for Church Street? Is it 33? 33.
Yes.
33 Church Street, parcel number 225-175, requesting conditional use approval for development of a non-conforming structure. Subject to section 353 and 411, just like the last, who's gonna present? All right, go ahead.
I'm Catherine Wilson.
All right, Catherine, if you raise your right hand, please. You solemnly swear the evidence you shall give before this development review board should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
All right, welcome. So,
Kevin, before we start,
Yes.
I'm not gonna be able to vote on this because this is a close neighbor.
okay,
But
well, we've got
I
4.
can participate, but I
Yeah.
can't, I'm not gonna be able to vote.
Sure, it's door to you.
Yeah.
Not a jerk, but.
You're the adjoining line.
No, he's
No,
not.
no, but
It's his call.
it's,
You can
You would-
recuse yourself.
yeah, you wouldn't need to have a strong arm to hit her house with a rock from so, this is.
Yeah, when that tree
Yeah.
blew down.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have.
Yeah, so it would not be appropriate
We
for
have-
to be voting on
Well,
this.
thanks for bringing it up. So Ted is recused. We still have a quorum to take action. Because we have 4 here. So Catherine, you wanna walk us through, or we've got an existing. Well, why don't we start with AZ, tell us why it's not conforming, what they,
Sure.
like they did in the last one, then.
Sure.
Okay.
So this is a similar situation. There's an existing structure that's been there. I couldn't find an exact date, but my guess is right around when the house was built, which was like 1890 something. So
Yeah.
far before zoning regulations were enacted. The barn is 5 feet from the side yard property line. And in the village, the required setback is 10 feet.
We're in HDR.
Correct, we're in HDR. So the required setback for accessory structures is 5 feet. And then
10 feet.
10 feet, my apologies, and the existing barn is 5 feet. So therefore it does not conform to the setbacks, and just as with the last application, any non-conforming use of structures or land shall not be moved, enlarged, altered, extended, reconstructed, or restored without approval. This application is seeking to convert the upstairs of the barn to an ADU, which would be an alteration of the existing non-conforming structure.
What's our lot size?
Uh,
Let me see. No, it's less than an acre, but is it a conforming lot?
It's 0.30.
yes, it is conforming.
Yeah, so it's conforming lot, so really the only issue is the only non-conformity of the structure is the side yard setback.
Yeah,
Correct.
Okay, so you're gonna tell us what your project is, now that we understand the legal layout?
yes. So, and Casey, do you have the hard copy?
I do.
That's great.
Yeah.
So, I have a little pen up there, so, let's see, I'll just start with the narrative description. So the upstairs of the barn will be changed from storage space to a very small apartment with a small kitchen, bathroom, 1 bedroom, and an open living room space. I should probably know what the square footage
I was
is.
just gonna say, what's the size of the barn?
Well,
Let's see,
I think that's all in my
Building-
first application.
building length
Tw-
is 26.5 and building width 18.5, assuming the application is talking about the garage.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Okay, so 18.5 by 26.5.
Hmm.
0.5.
I'm not good at math. That's not-
So the square footage, the application says 850.
Right, that's what I thought.
Easy, are we good? And that's just the second floor of the garage, right?
Yes.
So the first floor's gonna stay,
Well, an entry hallway will take up about half of the garage downstairs on the west side with an entry door. No, a landing will be accessed through that interior door and stairs will go upstairs to the apartment. The other half will be accessed by a garage door and will be my personal storage. My intention is to offer an affordable place for a single person or couple. There is room for 1 car in the driveway. In August, the barn will be lifted. And and the old foundation will be removed. So this is happening tomorrow. A new foundation will be poured in its place. The barn will be placed in the same spot. The builder and excavator, oh, whoops, I said they're discussing the time to start, but it's starting, I mean, it's all framed up.
well, you don't need
Yeah, I don't.
approval for repair.
Right, right. The contractor, Tim Wiley, will begin some framing and basic work after that. So probably next week. The septic will be connected to the existing tank at that time. I will contact Green Mountain Power to run electricity from the pole that serves my house to the barn. Presently, there is very basic lighting and electric in the building. During December to April, no work will be done on the building. Construction will resume in spring of 2026. And my guesstimation is that the ADU will be completed by the fall. There will be a single outdoor light at the entry door that will be turned on from the inside of the building. And motion sensitive lights will go on the corners of the garage, will be angled away from the neighbors. Ideally, the ADU will be heated and cooled using heat pumps. I've worked with Bristol Electric in the past for my own house.
Where will you park your car?
Oh, there's room for 2 cars in the driveway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's room for 1 car in the driveway and then.
Oh, sorry, yeah, for the ADU, you're right, there's room for 2 cars in the
Okay.
driveway, yeah,
One for the ADU, one for you.
that's right.
So I get, according to the plan,
Mhm.
we've got 26 by 18.5 feet, so that works out to 481 per square footage of the ADU. AZ, did you do the calculation on the ADU size relative to the house?
The ADUs can have a max of 900 square feet. Regard,
Pardon me?
ADUs can have a max of 900 square feet. or 30%
right,
of the
Right.
home. So
right, so. so
Is it
this
whatever's greater or whatever's smaller?
it's in our regulations, it just says or.
So I would say graded.
Works for me.
But the ADU space is only 43.6.
Right, so,
I think technically we'd probably have to count the lower portion too,
I don't know.
because it's.
It doesn't say cubic,
It's just
boiler,
living space.
closet.
Yeah,
but when I was
Yeah.
looking into it, nothing says cubic space, all they're looking at is square.
right, but we have.
Yeah.
Part of
And
the
it's-
floor is devoted.
Yeah,
to-
Part of the first floor is ADU. Like they have their entryway, stairs up to the upstairs. and
As
stuff.
long as we meet the,
But they seem to be looking at this, the square footage rather than, I mean, so you could have several. You know,
Oh,
they
layer.
don't care about,
That's the way I read it.
Oh, you're
So,
thinking like footprint,
yeah,
Yes,
more than,
yeah.
oh,
more than used square footage. I was
So you-
looking also at footprint as a square footage.
okay.
But that's why when I kept asking, where does it say anything about cubic?
That would be more the volume. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but if you had an
Yeah.
ADU on 2 floors, you wouldn't need to say cubic, you'd still have 2 footprints.
Well, and if there was one on each floor, it would double, it would double the 480 something.
That's right, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
so it doesn't need to say cubic. You-
No.
You look at the square footage of the ADU space on.
I did the
Did
calculation.
you say that upstairs is 480?
Yeah,
Okay, so that means that downstairs will be half of that, because it is really. Where we've drawn the wall, it is half, so like my garage
yeah.
opening door will be half of what the size of it already is, so that would be
720.
480 plus
240.
240?
Yeah,
720.
you're under 800.
That's at most. I would actually say you're not giving up more, you're giving up less than half. On the front.
Yeah.
Look at the
Yeah, from 9 by
distance
7, but yeah,
So,
yeah.
but so, I mean, even if we go by the higher
Mhm,
estimate, you're
mhm.
fine.
Yeah.
I did the calculations.
That's all I'm asking.
The size of the ADU is under the 900 square foot maximum.
Okay.
Or within that maximum.
Yeah, okay. Any
Yeah,
other-
it's pretty small.
Yeah, yeah. Any other questions from the board? Okay, so even though our regs don't say, the statute does. So the unit does not exceed 30% of the total habitable floor area of a single family dwelling, or 900 square feet, whichever is greater.
Oh, it's greater.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, we're okay. Even if our regs are,
So you could have greater than 900 square feet then,
Yeah, as long as your main house is big enough.
as long as it's
Yeah, yeah.
not more than 30% of the overall primary square foot.
So if you live in a mansion, it could be quite large.
Yeah, if you had a 5,000 square foot home, you could have
Mhm.
done the math. It's like a
Yeah.
pretty decent size ADU.
Mm.
Yeah,
so,
Yeah.
the statute can, if there's a disagreement between our regs and what the statute says, statute wins. So sometimes it doesn't repeat the statutory requirements exactly, plus the legislature tweaks around with it time to
Oh, yeah.
time, so. And
But
whenever
it's
they,
within both numbers.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're good.
You know, was there a tweaking of that this year? Does anybody know?
I didn't see anything yet.
Because there was a lot of buzz about it.
Yeah, no, I didn't see anything yet, and it's not in the newest pocket part. No, it's the
There
newest
was a-
pocket part,
tweaking in 2023.
right,
The legislator removed, they like separated out where ADUs were defined. So there's ADUs defined in the actual definitions, and
that's
then
what
there's
it is now.
yeah, and then there's ADUs under section 4412 subsection E, which says has very specific requirements on how municipalities can
Yeah,
regulate.
it moved it
Yeah.
from from the required provisions, it moved the technical definition into the definition section, which is not alphabetical. Who want to have definitions alphabetical? Not the state, Um,
No, they wanna make it really hard
yeah.
to
so
find
it
any
happens at
information.
the end, but, so I'm not aware of any changes, but although one of my partners last week, the week before, said, does a lot of employment law, said even in the legislative updates that come out every year, the most recent changes didn't make it into that, and they should have. So, I mean,
Hmm.
you do the best you can.
Yeah, it's, yeah,
So I'm sure, but I'm sure we're okay on this one. As far as the dimensional standards. Both are permitted uses in HDR. That was one of the changes in their strengthenings in 2023, was to make it clear that ADUs can happen anywhere. Is there any other questions from the board?
Do
You have one?
you want me to change this wording that there's room for 2 cars in the driveway? Would that clarify things?
Well, she's gonna need 2 cars, right, for one.
yeah, well, you
parking
need two,
space.
you need 2 parking
Yeah,
spaces,
yeah.
one for your house and one for.
Yeah.
But
We'll-
you've,
We'll put that in the decision, because
Okay.
the regulations say there's a separate section of parking requirements.
Okay.
And so we'll just make that clear, it doesn't matter what your neighbor says.
And there are a lot of driveways on the street where people park behind one another as well. Yeah, in Catherine's case, there's room for 3 cars to park behind consecutively,
Yeah.
before you get out to the sidewalk,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
it's,
can have.
it's, yeah.
Yeah,
The previous owners, I think it looks to me, do you, did they widen part of that driveway?
It was fine.
These are my neighbors on the close side.
It was always kind of the width, at least
Oh,
since we've
okay.
been there since '99.
Okay,
They've had like little strips of wood to really identify.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
their driveway. I don't know if those are still there, or they've just been overgrown.
they are
Yeah.
still there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're probably overgrown, but yeah.
They are pretty overgrown.
Any further questions from the board? Folks have any questions or comments?
No, I'll settle.
Sir? No? Okay. Then I'll move that we approve the application for the change in use of and reconstruction of the existing barn to have an ADU on the 2nd floor as set forth on the plans submitted with the application, and the condition is that there be 2 parking spaces on site, off-street parking spaces, one for the ADU and one for minimum of 2, one for the ADU and one for the principal residence. Any other questions, comments from the board? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Oh, you're not voting, so 4-0, heads recusing.
Did we make a motion and
Yeah.
second it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna second that. Brenda.
You talked in between. And I listened.
It wasn't. It wasn't riveting.
he's being very efficient, Brenda.
Too efficient.
All right.
So, I have all the stuff that, copy of a letter that I sent, the signatures of people I gave letters to,
perfect,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
take those.
yeah, and then there's the narrative and there's.
Yeah, perfect.
And I found your narrative complete and easily readable.
Yeah, that was very
Oh,
good.
it doesn't always happen.
Well, I copied some stuff straight off of the letter that you all wrote, so.
Where Brenda tells us you were one of her favorite students.
Oh, we didn't, I wasn't a
was
student of yours. We, I taught at Robinson School, and Brenda was teaching,
Yes.
the high school. And so, yeah, so my kids would tell me about, I mean, that's how I knew about it.
Is that your kid?
I don't have my own children,
Oh.
so my 6th graders. From Bristol, and they're now,
Oh, your children there.
yeah, my children there, yeah.
All right, we're good. Okay, so we've got a couple minutes to do. So what are we doing on the July 8th one, or June 8th one?
July 8th,
July 8th.
So.
Oh, I wasn't here. Do we have 4?
Alan, Rebecca, Ted, and Brenda, yes.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Thank you very much, folks. I'll be in
Thank you.
contact with you, Catherine. And I couldn't find the hard copy, but I'll find them.
I don't have a copy of that here.
Yeah, we
I don't
don't
think.
approve the July 7th ones.
July
When
8th.
we were here last, we read through them and we were gonna vote them in, but then we didn't have enough people.
I have them up here if you'd
That's it.
like them. I can make them bigger.
I can see it. So what are we looking at
Oh,
now?
that's right.
This is the July
July
8th meeting minutes. It was that waiver that y'all,
Shed, moving shed.
yeah, that y'all did on your own.
to-
Okay, yeah, that's a simple thing.
Yeah,
They got their trees.
yeah. And they already have the shed in. I have to go do the CO tomorrow. Should have done it yesterday, but
For a shed.
yes, all permits require a certificate of compliance.
Oh, okay.
This may be it if you want to read it.
Okay,
I know.
That's good. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
Thank you,
it's-
Brenda. I'm good.
Something that I don't think was necessarily practiced, but it does close out a permit and it is a requirement, even if you're occupying a shed. That's still the use is accessory building / use, so you need a certificate of compliance to show that you placed the shed where you said you were going to. I mean, I'm not gonna, I can't go in the shed and be like, oh, you're using it for
no,
storage, but it's more to close out the permit.
Yeah, it's a,
But if they're keeping a pony in there, you'll notice.
I would hope so.
Okay,
okay,
on
so
the way in.
you guys can. Somebody move and
So I move that we approve the minutes
I second.
and
all those in favor?
I,
So, all right, so the minutes of July 8th are approved. Now we move on to the minutes of July 22nd. That was the Livingston proposal and the,
Party Family Fest.
so I only had one change on page 2, it's easy to
Mhm.
pull it up. And because Brenda would have caught this, but I thought I'd show off. Paragraph 3, part should be park, last line.
Well, park, not part, got it.
Yeah,
Brenda doesn't notice it's been seconded, I'm assuming that.
Yeah.
we rely on.
Yes,
You're the eagle eye on the minutes. That was the only thing that I saw.
One big catch.
I just looked for my name to see. if
You know, if there's not, you get sort of relying on spell check. You know, it's like, oh, well, I spelled correctly. And plus, I tend to read in my mind what I intended to write rather than what I.
Oh, yeah.
actually wrote. Really?
I read it backwards.
Yeah, but you don't get context that way.
No, it's not exciting at all.
Well, and it doesn't tell you whether you've got.
The word in the
disagreement.
right place, yeah.
Yeah, disagreement between nouns and verbs and all that stuff, but it's a helpful technique. I find I can't do it on the screen, I'm much worse at it, I have to print it off and go in a separate room, I go in the library and read it there. If I, at the screen where I wrote it. I'm really, really bad at actually reading what's on the screen, rather than what I think I wrote. Or meant to write. Any other changes for the minutes? Okay, so were all of us here?
I wasn't.
Okay.
I wasn't.
Oh,
4 of us.
You don't have a quorum on that.
Ah.
I'll push it.
we don't have Dale.
Dale didn't show up.
I'll push it.
Well, he said
Missed it by that much.
he said he was gonna be here.
All right, we'll pick it up. We'll pick it up at the next one.
A reminder, the next meeting is the 9th. Bring a cup of coffee.
It's gonna be a long one.
It might be a long one.
Like good long or bad long?
It might be a long
There's
one.
no good law. No, there's no such thing as good law.
I could already tell.
So what is it? What is the one?
Masterson of amendment.
But
Okay.
we won't have to move into the room upstairs, I don't think.
Well, and.
Oh, you,
and
like, the gallery fills up so much that you have to. move
Well, we
to the
never
room.
way to do that for the Lathrop stuff, but yeah. No, but we might, it's possible there's opposition, which there will be, or we expect that we might have more than one here.
Mhm.
We'll just wait and see.
Yeah, and everyone got my little case report that I put with did anyone read those?
I did, I thought it was good, it was helpful. For these two that we did tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, I think.
Oh, for tonight, yeah,
Yeah.
I thought you meant for the next one, I was like,
I haven't written that.
Oh,
Okay,
No,
good,
I
I am paying attention.
thought it was helpful because a lot of times the application, the information's not actually on the application because they don't know to put it on.
Yep.
And so that, I know it'll make it easier when I'm writing.
Yeah, that's
A
what
lot
I.
of the information's right here.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do. It's in the meeting materials, you'll see that there's broken out by application. And then there's a little thing that says PZA reports. And I'm writing little reports before meetings that have all the applicable information, the sections that you review the application by from the regulations. And any notes that I've observed of like, this is what I've done with talking with the applicant or the background stuff that I've been doing.
And is it listed with all the other stuff? Or
It's
is
a
it not?
separate document.
It's a separate folder. I can start making.
No, I will,
It's in with the,
I
it's in the
remember-
folder for each,
yeah,
Yeah.
a folder,
Application.
folder, and it's
but it's
another
within
folder.
it. No, it's within it.
So this is like the meeting materials. You have each application broken out based on that. The notices, which is not only the public notice that I send out in the newspaper, but also the notices I send to the applicants.
Yeah.
That tells them that their meeting is coming up. As well as a copy of what proof goes to the Addison Independent. I'm just giving you guys all the information you
Yeah,
may
no,
now want.
No,
Um,
Where is the one you're talking?
It's
PZA.
under PZA reports. It will have the name of the applicant number, and just a little report after it. But that runs through all this regulatory things, why this application is coming to y'all.
It is for each one.
Yes. Yep. Each one that, like, I didn't do one for the sketch because
Yeah, you
it's a sketch, but for
conditional
Wilson.
use or subdivision.
Yeah, for conditional use, it'll look something like this, where I'll have the purpose, all the property IDs, property description. This is looking at the dimensional standards, so it's right there with you.
Huh.
And then compliance summary, basically just giving you a quick rundown of what's going on before you even come to the meeting. If you ever have any feedback on these, happy to.
I think it's a
Happy to take
good
it.
development, helpful.
Whereas I just read what I thought I needed and then stopped.
So
Right.
go AZ, your efforts are appreciated.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, we can adjourn.
There were a couple of small things, though. I mean, this on my computer showed up as few bits of pieces.
Yeah, I understand.
Oh,
That one's hard. If people submit with pencil, it's really hard for me to scan it. So I try, but
And this looks like a
A picture.
Denver in the sandstorm,
yeah, that
But
That-
good enough, I could get the dimensions on.
Yeah,
yeah,
I get the idea.
You got, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, we're always gonna have a big difference between the people who hire
yeah.
the fancy pants
Well-
layout guys and the people who just scratch it out.
but if they
themselves.
do it in ink as opposed to pencil.
Yeah,
It's helpful, yeah.
yeah, typically,
Oh, no,
Yeah,
I've
it's-
seen all sorts.
all right.
Well,
Good.
okay. Thank you,
Good night.
folks.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, folks. See you.
Thank you for